Short Fortune Crypto. I'm your host, Ben, and we're going to take a look at multiple gainers today that we have because we have a hot market. And I'm not going to be taking any trades because I'm still in Shib on this swing trade. I'm still holding, looking very nice. We're going to talk about Shib in a minute. Let's first dive into Bitcoin and what it's doing because we need to know where that's going. Big announcement today. It came out in the stock market on a stock that a lot of people traded. MasterCard and that company are coming together to make it where you can have Bitcoin through all payment systems throughout the world, supposedly. I didn't read all of it. Lauren, Lauren in the chat here would probably have more information. But that is big news. So Bitcoin had a nice little push up almost to that 64,000 area. Just pulled back on the 4-hour chart here to the 10-day moving average. So it's holding that 10-day line. Very nice. And it's starting to push up again. So break of 64,000. We should see 65,000 again. And then if we break 65,000 and can hold as support, this old resistance, we'll be good to go. Right now, looks fine. I think Ethereum is doing pretty well. Where are you at, Ethereum? There you go. Yeah, Ethereum looking very nice. Oh, pushing almost up to those all-time highs back here, this peak. So it just needs to get over. Yeah, there's a couple little wicks right here and right here. 4250. We're actually over it right now. So next will be 4,300. If Bitcoin breaks over 4,300, I think, or not Bitcoin, Ethereum, I think we may see Ethereum see new highs here in the next, maybe tonight. It's possible tonight. But if not, in the next 24 to 72 hours, Ethereum's looking really good. Just needs to keep that buying volume. So for the top gainers, and it doesn't look like there's much top gainers, but there's been a lot of movement today. CRV, the curved Dow token, getting some really nice movements. I'm going to go in the 1-hour chart. Exploded over 4. Still actually kind of ripping at the moment. And over 5 as well. So that's really moving. Let's check the 15. This thing looks like it just started breaking out. Yeah, this just started breaking out here the last little bit. If we can hold above 5, we can see that continue to rip. Luna having to pop back up. Luna, bullish on Luna. As long as there's USDT being minted, or UST, whatever it is, then Luna will keep getting burned. So it looks like it just is creeping back up for a break of that 45,000. Or not 45,000, 45. And we may see it try to test 50 for all-time highs. That could be a possibility coming soon. Fetch is starting to come back alive a little bit. It starts holding above 80 cents. And I may start looking for an entry on Fetch. So made a nice move last time out of the Cosmos ecosystem. And then Solana, which we've been saying Solana after breaking that downtrend. Well, that's the 15-minute. I was watching it last night. But it broke the previous downtrend on the higher charts. Going to 1 hour. There we go. Yeah, we actually just had a push up to 220. Is that all-time highs? I've been working all day, so I don't know how much has transpired. But apparently, yeah, Solana hitting new all-time highs today. Beautiful. So right now it's just consolidating. Starting to curl back up. So it may not be done. Gotta break 220, but if it breaks 220, we could see it continue to move. Avalanche, very nice. Avalanche popping back up, breaking out of its triangle. So that's probably going to run on up to 75 for the next test of resistance. I don't know anything about quick. This one's been in a downtrend. Not really anything going on there. But if it's starting to get some volume again, it's so low from where it came out on Coinbase at. This could be a potential dip buy maybe. I don't know anything about it though. See, keep. Yeah, this has just started popping in the last couple of weeks. But starting to move up again, consolidating out of that big pop. I'd probably like to see it back over 90 cents. God, we got all kinds of movement today. 1 inch. Trying to push back up, break a 415. That may try to push for that 450 high. AGLD starting to hold that support there. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break from this for a minute, read some comments, talk to everybody, and then if there's any coins you guys want me to specifically cover besides Shib, we're going to get into Shib here shortly. You just let me know. What's up, Ruben? No, Daniel B, I have not read your comment yet on my reaction to Ross Cameron's big win today in the stock market. Hello, EDE is your name. Edie? Is that how it is? Or Ed? And then let's see. Orlando F Crypto. Oh yeah, no man. I hate that. I hate what happened to you with Binance on Bitcoin. There's literally nothing you could do. You played that right. There's a killer trade. You had a stop loss in way down there for safety, just in case, and you just got punished by whatever that flash crash is. But I don't. Those flash crashes that make a lot of sense. Yeah, that's why I've never pushed for Binance, because I tried signing up for it and everything, and if I can't get through the sign up process fairly easy, then I usually know I'm not going to like the customer service or the platform, because one, the customer service is going to be mad because they're busy all the time because their sign up sucks. So it's just a whole, if it's like bowling or something. You hit the first pin, you're gonna knock some other pins down. So the only things that I promote, Voyager, Coinbase, they're things I actually use. They're pretty easy to set up. TradingView has the best charting out of anybody. There's like no debates there, I think, from any trader anywhere. And I pay for TradingView. There's a free version, but I pay for it so I can have the indicators I want on here all the time and an unlimited list. But there's a link in the description for all three of those. Had to get that plug in there. So you said, okay, you sent me those thumbnails on Discord. All right, buddy, I'll get to those in a little bit. It has been a busy day, but let's get into Shib, man. Let's talk about Shib and what's happening, because this thing is looking pretty decent. After that initial run, we're having a pretty nice build back up. This little dip, I mean, it just dipped to the 50-day, but it was like a 50% retracement. Because here's the start of the rip. You go about halfway up. That's halfway where this stopped at. So that's what that play is called, 50% retracement. You usually get some type of bounce. And they got a nice bounce. And then buying just stayed consistent enough. And wasn't really any selling. Like, nobody's selling Shib heavily. Like, there was some sell-off here. But like traders, day traders who got in down here, we're definitely going to be locking out some profits. And you know, tons of people were just trying to trade this in and out. But the actual Shiba community continues to grow. So I'm going to pull up, I think it's Litecoin. I can't remember. I really got to get my bookmarks and all this worked out. I need a secretary. Let's see. Shib. Nope. Nope. Don't know what that is. Never seen that one. Not Shirtum. See, this is the one that tells me the holders. If it's not this one, there's another one. Yeah, so almost up to 800,000 holders now. So Shiba's increased the holders by 300,000 in the past month. And Shib does have some staking and stuff going on. They have a swap to get their couple of tokens, Bone and Leash. And now they're burning tokens left and right. Yeah, here's the Shiboshis. So these burn Shib. And then you can provide liquidity. They call it dig, but bury is staking. So the one thing I will say about Shib, besides, I mean, I did not have any faith in this coin when it first came out. But what I can say about it is where it's come from is pretty impressive. Like, even though they've made it, you know, all cutesy with the dig and the berry and the bone folio and the wolf, this is very simplified for a decentralized ecosystem. Like, this is super simple. So we hit provide liquidity and you're going to this. You know, all you got to do is add it. I mean, this is, you know, these are not all the way working yet, but some of them are. I know you can stake. It's just, it's a lot simpler than a lot of them I've looked at. Like, Tron was a nightmare. Tron I never, ever, ever want to go near again. Because everybody is not going to want to know exactly how blockchain works. They're just going to want to pay for their Starbucks with their cryptocurrency. So ease of use is where I think the most value is going to be. So Shiba does have that going for it. My biggest complaint was the supply, but now that they're burning tokens left and right, I mean, I don't know how many they're going to end up burning, but as they're burning tokens and the holders are going up, most of the holders are going to be staking and providing liquidity. So there's a lot of potential with Shib. A whole lot of potential. Shib army. Yeah, I'm not really ready to go that far yet to volunteer for the Shib army. I mean, I am holding Shib. I was holding it before I took this swing trade on it. This is not going to be a permanent hold. I plan on day trading on this account, but I just saw that this nice pattern that this was going to break after all this consolidation. So I just bought it in that consolidation somewhere. Right, I think it was like right the day before it ripped. It was perfect timing. So I'm just holding to see how much more it's going to go up in the short term. Long term, as long as this community stays strong and they're continuing to, you know, build the market cap of Shib and other places start taking Shib, then there's going to, you know, it could go up. Now the bone token, let me go to Shib's actually. I'm going to see if I can get to it from the actual home site, because that's just the swap. Shiba Inu crypto. I forget what it is. See, I don't even know the the website. I've looked at it a couple of times. What's Shiba's? You got it? Am I pixelated? If I'm pixelated, I do not know why. But whatever it is you're smoking, it sounds interesting. Shiba Inu website. Probably like Shiba.inu. Oh, ShibaToken.com. That's what it is. Yeah, so you look at the ecosystem here. And they even have the India's COVID relief fund, which was this guy. I have a hard time saying his name. That burned a bunch of the tokens. But Bone, or is it Leash? No, it's Leash. Leash only has a supply of 100,000 tokens. So that's a very small supply. So I'm interested to see, as more people are adopting and using Shib, how Leash and Bone are going to move, and if they're going to come to regular exchanges. Like, is Coinbase going to be adding Leash and Bone, or are they just only going to have Shib? Now, if they add Leash and Bone, and Shiba has 3 different coins, or tokens, these are tokens, I guess, on Coinbase and Binance and those places, could get interesting. And if anybody knows, if anybody's already staking any of these or providing liquidity, let me know down in the comments how that's going, and if you're paying Ethereum gas fees to do these smart contracts, or if you're paying something different, because I have not dove into the entirety of the Shiba ecosystem and all that yet. The actual white papers and what they're trying to do. DREC, that's the horse racing one that you were talking about. Now, that being said, with all the potential that Shib has, I also want to say, any new token or coin that grabs mass hype attention could be that new one for retail people, because that's what you see it start with. You see a whole bunch of Wall Street bets or whoever else, a bunch of groups of people buying up a new project, and the price skyrockets. Well, we see a lot of those projects usually fail and just go to zero after a while or something if they're garbage projects. But a lot of this is happening on Coinbase and Voyager and Kraken and these exchanges that are now somewhat regulated because they're centralized. They're not allowed to put any of those garbage coins. So if people continue to if a new coin comes out on those exchanges where they're regulated that has better potential than Shiba and maybe is more exciting, how many people are going to leave and go to that coin? Because we kind of saw where Dogecoin ripped, and I really think a lot of Dogecoin holders have turned into Shib holders. Don't kill me, Doge Army. Don't come after me. But it just seems like the difference right now, and we could probably look. Let's actually look and compare. Let's do some stats. Before I just talk crazy, let's actually look. Let's back it up with some facts from Live Coin Watch, a website that somebody recommended I check out. Because I'm pretty sure. But look there, they got Money Metals as a Money Metals Exchange as an ad. Yeah, I trust them. I like Money Metals Exchange. All right, let's stop playing around. Come on, Dogecoin, where are you at? Let's see how many holders Dogecoin has. I'm just curious. So you don't even know. So I guess it's more privatized. Now, Dogecoin has popped back up some, but Doge is not performing like it did. Shib's having a little pullback now. Let me go into smaller time frame. I'm just sitting here just to, yeah. So Shib on the 15-minute, just pulling back to the 50-day. Probably going to bounce here. May have to kind of curl a little bit. Another hour or two. See how our volume looks. So we are having a decrease in volume over the last 15 minutes. Kind of making a triangle of volume. It's not a triangle pattern though. It's not really any pattern to this. Well, actually it was a head and shoulders on the 15-minute. Shoulder, head, shoulder, and then fell. So if it holds 50, that'll be the end of the head and shoulders. There it holds the 50-day. It should get that bounce. Now the good thing is Shiba has been holding 4 cents pretty strong. Like it's been dropping below it some, but it's been able to get back above it and continue to test above it. And that's what we need to see. We need to see Shib hold up 404 as support. We could even draw a line right across there. Boop. So if that holds, should see it bounce off of there. But can't even find the holders of Dogecoin. At least Shiba has a cap, where Dogecoin doesn't have a cap. That Dogecoin not having a cap drives me crazy. Oh, so Lauren, you've got Shib buried and you had to pay the ETH fees. So yeah, that's Doge to the dirt. Yeah. The coin audit site, no, I'll have to look, and I'm still catching up on all my messages and everything and stuff people sent me, so you guys know I get behind on all that. Volume on Shib tends to go up at night around 2 or 3 my time. Yeah, I've noticed it gets, it's just the other side of the world waking up and seeing Shib up, and that's why I like the crypto market. I think that part of the big rips come from the ping pong effect, where when one side of the world is going to sleep, they've done traded, they pushed it up, the other side's waking up, and they're seeing, oh man, Shib or Bitcoin or whatever is up at this price. Let's buy into it. We got to buy into it. It gets a FOMO effect. So you get these bigger rips where it's a ping pong FOMO where it bounces back and forth. Now sometimes it can happen to the downside too, so you got to be aware of that. But in the hot market right now, I think that's why we see extended rips. Yeah, there's a lot of different projects trying to get off of Ethereum because of the gas fees. Ethereum 2.0 needs to come out because Ethereum. That's my biggest problem with Ethereum and why I'm not I'm bullish on it because it's Ethereum, but in the long run, if they don't fix these gas fees, nobody's going to want to build anything on Ethereum. Not with Cosmos ecosystem out there and Solana and Polygon and Ontology and there's a bunch of different blockchains now where it's cheaper to transact on them. Like the Gods Unchained blockchain game that is similar to like Magic or whatever. They're on Ethereum right now, and people can't even buy any of the NFTs or packs because Ethereum's so high. So you're paying more in gas fees than what your NFT is worth. So they're trying to get off there too. It's a lot of people. So until Ethereum 2.0 comes out and addresses the gas fee problem, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's going to turn, maybe Ethereum will turn into like the super rich elites blockchain where they make all kinds of applications or something for them to use. you know, all I know is for mass adoption of cryptos, ease of use is going to be one of the biggest values. So that's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm so bullish on Cosmos. And like I said, if Shib can, if they're on Ether still, if they can get off the Ethereum blockchain or do something to not have the high gas fees, Shib might start getting up there. Meet Kevin lost 15,000 just in gas fees trying to convert Ethereum to Shib to leash and back when those NFTs dropped. Oof. Yeah, Avalanche is doing well. I like the way Avalanche is looking. Yeah, that's, Shib, that's what I was saying. Shib's still young. Putting a big amount of money in Shib. That's why I'm not ready to go Shib Army yet. I'm on the sideline. I'm like Shib cheerleader. Like, yay, go Shib. I've got a little bit of you. But, until you win a game or two, I'm not, And he didn't get into the NFTs? That sounds crazy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Avalanche ripping right now. Very nice. We go back to the hour chart because this is ripping pretty hard. So, yeah, we may. Let's see. It's right there at that 72 resistance. Kind of like a 70. Yeah, basically 72. So I think I said it earlier, but break over 75, we'll probably see all new highs, but breaking out of this triangle pattern. Very nice. I did notice Cosmos was down, which I don't mind Cosmos dropping because I would like to buy more at a lot cheaper price. Well, no, it's actually started coming back up again too some. Actually, up holding up 130, that 125 area of support. I am still swinging CGLD. Did break out over 7. So it's currently trying to hold above 7. If it holds above 7, I'm going to continue to hold and see if it gets that breakout up to 8. If it doesn't and cracks starts getting weak around 7, then I'm going to lock that profit in because I think I'm up like 156 on Voyager right now on that swing. But you can see where it pulled back to the 10 and it just had another pullback. This pullback wasn't as drastic. So it's testing right now, a little bit indecision on this candle for the hour. But if it starts going green again, CGLD could start ripping. Very low supply coin, so very volatile. Let's see. YOLO for me. Well, I do have $100 in Shib in the Voyager account where I bought it super cheap that I'm just holding because I just told myself, it's $100, I'll hold it and see what it does. You're up 435%, Lauren. I know it's incredible. That's why I love cryptos, man. Cryptos are so nice. Oh, Matrix asked me how much I'm up on Shib. On the $100 that I bought the Shib with, I think I'm up 5. What's Shib at right now? I'm up about 550. And then the Coinbase Pro account I threw everything at. I can actually tell you what I was at like 600 because I took a nasty loss on what was that auction? I swung auction and it just crumbled. Yeah, so I'm up about 300 there on this account. Look, I'm holding it as long as it stays above and holds the 404 area to see if it's going to break up to that 5 area, that 405. So I'm up, I don't know, $700-800 on it, which is nice because I didn't. I wasn't like expecting it really, except for the swing trade. But most of it's on the $100 that I threw in there when it was cheap. Oh yeah, I think that's here. Let me look real quick. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything you want me to talk about before I go, because I do got to eat some dinner. I've been going all day nonstop, but real quick, I'll see what my average is here on Voyager. Let's see. So you actually got it lower than me. I've got an average of, well, not anymore, I guess. I've got an average that, well, I have it on 2 exchanges, so I'm not counting the Coinbase Pro one right now. I'm just counting the Voyager one. The average cost there I got is 50705. And I just put $100 in there. Yeah, I'm up 550. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's so small. Bitcoin looks like it's starting to hold over 63,000. Let's pop over there real quick. How's Polkadot doing? Polkadot looks like it's going to try to make its run here soon. Yeah, so after that indecision, well, I was about to say Bitcoin is pushing up. Now, if Bitcoin does not push back over this indecision candle and it keeps doing what it's doing here, turning red, we could see another little dump down. Because we got the nice run up, little dump, rebound, but not a strong rebound, and then this would be weakness. Might see Bitcoin back down to 62,000 here in a little bit. But it's a slow mover. It takes so long for it to move. VeChain, I'll cover VeChain and one more coin, and then I'm going to call it a night. If I can sort this right. There we go. Alright, VeChain looking good. Let me refresh. Let me look at the 4 hour and refresh myself on this one. Yeah, so it's just coming up to that 15-cent resistance. And you can already see selling pressure as this candle's getting pushed down on the 1 hour. Let's go, or the 4 hour actually. Let's go into the 1 hour. So yeah, that 1450 is holding as a little resist. No, actually, see, where's that candle stopping at? Yeah, you might as well just say the 1450. Selling pressure right there. So from 1450 up to 15 is going to be resistance. Now it is trying to push up there, but it needs more buying volume. I mean, this is a nice push, but need to see consistency like this. Better yet, like this. This right here is perfect. This is what you want to see. But this candle turned red instead of green. but not looking too bad. If Bitcoin breaks 65 again and Ethereum breaks 45 and hits all new highs, we're gonna see the altcoins go pretty crazy. I would be very surprised if they didn't go crazy. I mean, let's be realistic. Right now, they have been going crazy. We had a little slow time there for a couple of weeks, but now seeing Shib with its big pop and CRV getting some nice moves, that's still holding over $5. Actually starting to push up. And the stock market is not going down right now, which seems to help too. Said Lauren, Doge has 4 million holders. That's quite a bit. That's way more than Shib. But Shib could get there. I just can't be convinced on Dogecoin of anything because it just doesn't have a cap. Like, you got to have some type of cap. Like, I don't understand how you're going to retain value with that type of inflation. It's the same thing as the US dollar. So, if you guys have been following me, you know how much I hate the US dollar and what they've done to it. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't sound good. Value comes from scarcity. So unlimited supplies don't make any sense. Unless there's some purpose or reason. But as far as a currency being used as a currency, it doesn't make any sense. So, alright, I'll check out one more coin here. Let's see what else has been moving. Let me just click through here and see if we got any setups. Anything setting up for any moves. MLN could possibly get going again. Got a little triangle here on the 1 hour chart. Break of that triangle, which is 142. Break of 142, that might could pop up to 150. Litecoin, man. I used to be very bullish on Litecoin, but it disappointed me. Same thing with Cardano. I was super bullish on Cardano, but it just not performing well. Over 50% of the total Doge held is in less than 20 wallets. But are those wallets continuing to buy the Doge that comes out? Because don't they mint Doge like 10,000 of them every day? Oh, Doge actually did get a pop up today. Popped up 28 cents. Finally, it's getting some action. You can see some build up coming into it after his kind of breaking out of this triangle. It's trying to confirm, which it almost has. Maybe another day or two. If they can hold above 25 cents, it could move up some more. But like I said, that cap, I just don't know how high it can actually get. I don't think it can give it very high. OMG on the 1 hour chart has a nice triangle pattern. Boom. Yeah, it did get very close to 30 cents. How is MIR doing? I haven't seen MIR in a while. And this is Mirror Protocol. This was made in the Cosmos ecosystem. Yeah. Go back to the daily chart here. My lines are all crazy on this one. So basically, we've been in this downtrend. I'm going to just start it there because it's far enough back. And it's not broke over this downtrend, but it is very close to it. This is a synthetic asset exchange that's coming out. We built strong support at basically 250. And Mirror Protocol is a very low supply low supply coin. I'm just gonna say that. So that seems like it's getting squeezed tighter and tighter. We may see this pop up here soon, make a nice little move. Probably up to 5. So there's resistance through there up to 5, but strong resistance at 5. So that's one to keep on watch. What's up, Sterling? How's it going, buddy? So, let's see. Shib's pulling back. Let's check out Shib one more time before we head out for the night. That's the daily chart on Shib. Looks very nice, but do keep in mind, if Shib cannot hold that 404 area, it will come back down to the 10-day moving average there. And there's some support right around 3.2 also, right across the tops of these candles and on the bottom of this candle where it bounced. So we'll see. Let's look back at it on the hour chart. Yeah, so trying to hold up as of now. I got that line a little too high. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, let's see. Man, line's crooked. What's going on here? Trading view. There we go. So if it can hold here, we should see a bounce. Should see it actually probably push up for another new high. But Shiba's a hard one to time because it can consolidate for a very long time like we saw. And there was some decent moves within that consolidation. But then just, as these candles got tighter, just boom, one big explosion. And then it took a little while for it to climb. So, I want to say if it holds up here, we may see it get that bounce back to the 4.0445. What is it? Yeah, 4.45 area. So 4.5 area. So 4 zeros 4.5. This thing needs to get to a penny, so it's easy math. That's all I wanted to get to a penny for, just so I can do the math on this and not have to do these ridiculous calculations. But yeah, looks like it's going to try to bounce. We'll see. We'll see what it does the rest of the night. See if it heats up like Lauren's calling for. But yeah, I'm talking about CRV being up 40%. Yeah, I think the Curve Dow token, it has something to do with Yearn Finance. Because I'm not that familiar with the Curve Dow, but I was looking into Yearn Finance more last night because it's like the smallest supply coin, I think, of 300,000 or something, maybe 30,000, I don't know. But it ran bigger than Bitcoin did. It ran to 100,000. So that's one I always like keep an eye on just to see what it's doing. Actually, here on the 1 hour, we have a little bit of a downtrend on Shib. Or Shib. However you say it. So yeah, that would still be the break of that. Yeah, basically still got to break that same area. It may get hung up at the 4-3 area. We'll just say, just because of this little flat tops of these two candles, and then the way these two candles got rejected. Actually, all three of these candles got rejected under that area. Actually, all the candles got rejected under that. So yeah, it might not just be 4-5, it may be 4-3 as well. So that's it for today's live crypto update. We'll be back again tomorrow for another one. I'll also be back in the morning live stream trading stocks on the Framework Fortune home channel if you're interested in that stuff. And we should have some more crypto lessons, some interesting guests, and more coming to the crypto channel. And we're getting close for another Bitcoin giveaway. We're getting close. I'd like to see a little bit more like button smashing, a little bit more sharing of videos. You know, help this crypto community grow. But appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.